In fact, it was very motivating listening to Krishna Raj, Geeta Krishna Raj. Can I, as my PPT gets loaded, can I continue what she has said? Can I take you through a little more movement? In fact, I believe the most beautiful that happened, the most beautiful event for we species that happened on this planet is that four-legged gorilla stood on two legs and walked majestically on this planet. I would say nothing can come close to the enjoyment of our body when we walk, when we run. Can I play a small little game just for 1 minute or so? This is only for the students, maybe. Delegates and speakers probably can just relax, just to see how alert, at the same time how enthused you are when it comes to see, if I say this is a game that all of you could have played. When I say, Simon says raise your hand, because today it's a challenge to raise our hand. Walking has become a pain. Getting out of the car, I mean, people climb Himalayas, but those are not other kind of people. For us, even first floor has become a challenge. A guy walks into a building, almost has a heart attack because there is no lift. All that he needs to go is to the first floor. Even when the TV is boring, we don't change the channel because it is so difficult to move our hand and lift that remote and change that remote. We find it so difficult. But nothing like enjoying your body. When I say, Simon says, raise your hand, you raise your hand. If I say, raise your hand, then don't raise your hand. The word Simon says has to come. This is a game that all of you must have played. If I say, Simon says stand up, all of you stand up. If I say sit down, you should not sit down because Simon has not said so. If I say, Simon says jog, jog in that place. Don't open the door and run off. Yeah? Let's see how alert you are. At the same time, enjoy your body. Simon says stand up. Okay, now Simon says sit down. Yeah, Simon has said, so please sit down. Okay, now so many of you are, see, even a guy who has gone through a bypass surgery in Apollo hospital will get up faster. I am addressing to young people. A 98-year-old man in an old age home would get up a little faster. You are young, isn't it? I mean, if you don't have the stamina of a young guy or a young girl, then what's the point? Okay, a little faster. Yeah? Okay, Simon says stand up. Simon says raise your hand. Simon says bring down your hand. Simon says sit down. Simon says stand up. Simon says jog. Okay, stop. Okay, all of you stop. You are supposed to jog. Okay, Simon says sit down. Okay, can I stop? Well, I'm going to take you through the facial expression. See, we are not Hanuman, right? If you go for an interview, we can't, like Hanuman can open the heart and say, hey, Shri Ram, you are there. See, this is the proof. Now, we can't be opening our heart. If we have to express our self-confidence, how can we express it? Through our facial expression. We can't be saying, my strength is, I am very confident. We can't be expressing that way. This guy goes to the girl and says, I love you. And then, why she rejected me? Facial expression is, our body speaks. In fact, both Mr. Prakash and Geeta Krishna Raj were speaking about the thoughts. Our thoughts are reflected in our facial expression. Our personality, our inner personality is reflected in our body. And if it's not conveying an image of confidence, of enthusiasm, of passion, then we'll be left behind. All of you like Shah Rukh Khan's expression, or at least Dhanush's expression, Rajinikanth's expression, isn't it? They're very expressive. But when it comes to our face, a lot of us, we are like a stone. I am very passionate about my job, but there is no expression. Today I will take you to the world of facial expression, and it's a very interesting and a beautiful world. My face masks and reveal my thought. What am I revealing? What am I hiding? Beautifully, there was a slide on split personality. A lot of us, we put a mask around us, and over a period of time, we really don't know who we really are. And our smile becomes sometimes very artificial, and our acting becomes our personality. After some time, we ourselves don't know who we are. This guy goes for a movie, he likes the movie. Throughout the movie, he was crying. Very emotional movie. He comes out and tells his friend, he wanted to tell him how much he liked the movie, how much he wants to see the movie again. And his friend says, what a stupid movie, man. What an emotional drama. Immediately he changes his statement. Yeah, it's a stupid movie only. We put a mask, right? And over a period of time, we really don't know what we like. We really don't know what we like and what we want. My face tells the story of my life. What is my story and how do I feel about it? Maybe when you're 5-year-old or 10-year-old, it may not be true, but over a period of time, you can look at a face or a photograph and predict how happy and how successful a person will be. There are people who always carry sadness, and after some time there are certain lines that comes on your face that reflects your life. So once you are 30 and plus, you can look at the face and see how your life has been. If you're a very angry person, over a period of time, your face will tend to reflect that. An athlete, you can make out the way he walks, isn't it? An IT professional, almost like a kangaroo. Cannot be straight. Over a period of time, it reflects. A police officer, you can see the facial expression. There was a school teacher, her voice was so rude. And in my class, she was sounding so rude, and I was saying, see, this is not your class, ma'am. Is this how you speak to your husband? Is this the voice with which you speak to your kids? So over a period of time, the way we are, it reflects on our facial expression, in our voice. What occurs on the face is reflected in the rest of the self. In fact, certain muscles of the face actually seem to trigger different posture. See, you can't be and also be very happy. If your heart is sinking, you can't be having a very confident facial expression. Everything is connected. In fact, to borrow from Gita's presentation, I would say we are an integrated being. And it does reflect on that. You can see some of the beautiful statement. There was something in his eyes, don't we say? Her lip curled up sardonically, mockingly, sarcastically. Her eyes crinkled in amusement. His nostril flared menacingly. All this is a reflection of our facial expression. Now I'm asked, I would like, see, when I take this as a 2-day workshop or as a 1-day workshop, generally I want to read people. But that's not the focus. Maybe if you are a CIA or a police investigator, maybe you want to read people. But our aim is to connect to people and connect to ourselves. And there's a lot of emphasis on understanding ourselves through our body language. It can't lie. I would like you to smile, at the same time frown. You can smile, some of you find it difficult, some of you frown. And I would like you to ask yourself which comes to you more easily. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, just do it one more time. Both smile and frown, and then find out which comes to you more naturally. Yeah, for some of you it may be frown. Because if you keep doing something, then it becomes easy for you.